Hey, this is Jeremiah from Overland Pioneers, and today we're going to go over how we installed our REDARC Tow Pro Elite into our Jeep Wrangler. The Tow Pro is the only brake controller on the market that offers two types of braking in one dash-mounted unit. First off, let's go over what's in the box. In the bottom of the packaging, we have the control dial connection wire, and the main wiring harness that connects the Tow Pro to the rest of the vehicle. Also the manual and some stickers. In the top of the box, we have the Tow Pro Elite unit itself. On one side is where the wiring harness connects in, and on the other is where the control dial connects in. And the only other parts in the box are the control dial assembly itself. We have the spacer, the nut, and the dial. The Tow Pro is an inertia sensing brake controller. No matter where you mount it or how you mount it or any orientation, it will sense the way you're braking and signal with the proper amount of braking strength. After mounting the controller, you simply plug in the control dial, the wiring harness, do your calibrations, and you're good to go. The brake controller must be hard mounted to work properly. We drive a 2014 Jeep Wrangler. We decided to mount our control knob in the auxiliary port where another 12-volt outlet could go. There are plenty of places you can mount this control dial, and it's very simple to do. It requires little tools to do this part. A 10mm and a 3.5mm drill bit. Drill using the 10mm first, and then 7.5mm above that, from center of that hole, you drill the second one with a 3.5mm drill bit. Add the spacer and LED guide to the outside, tighten the nut, turn the dial all the way counterclockwise, so when you put the knob on at the top notch, it'll be set to true 0, and you're done for this part. After easily fishing the dial control wire behind the dash, we put our switch back in place and gave it a test. Next step was the wiring harness. The blue wire was the wire that was going to send all the signals back to the trailer brakes on our trailer. We previously installed a 7-pin Mopar wiring harness to our trailer. Just know when installing the Mopar wiring harness, they don't give you a lot of room to play with, so follow the directions closely or you'll come up short when it comes to wiring it underneath the dash. The blue wire in the Mopar wiring harness is the control wire that you run all the way underneath through the firewall into the Tow Pro Elite wiring harness. The red wire is to the 12-volt vehicle brake light trigger. To find the proper wire to splice into, use an owner's manual for that specific vehicle you're wiring up. To get power to the Tow Pro, we need to run a fused power line from the positive terminal to the wiring harness, which in this case is the black wire going into the Tow Pro. The white wire coming out of the harness is our ground. Our Wrangler already has 2 ground points underneath the dash to the left. That's it. After a quick calibration of just accelerating and braking 5 or 6 times, it was ready to go. I can't tell you how convenient user control mode or off-road mode is. Being able to make instant adjustments on the trail is invaluable.